Good morning, people. My name is Tejas Parke. Today, I would be talking about a very fascinating topic of big data, that is the Facebook big data analysis. So, a quick introduction of mine. Let's start by a quick introduction of mine. I am a student of Acropolis Institute of Technology and Research, CSE department, and been working in the data analysis domain from last 2 years. So let's start by telling something about the Facebook. Facebook is not just a social media platform anymore. You all know this. It's one of the world's largest data-driven ecosystems. Every like comment, photo, video, or we share contributes to a huge data pool. In this talk, I'll start by explaining what big data is, how data analytics work, and then show how Facebook uses these technologies to personalize content, drive ads, and even shape our online behavior. Social media is a huge ocean of data. The big data, which we call a big data, is the social media is a large provider of data of the which is involved in big data. So yeah, let's start by knowing what the big data is. So let me switch to the next slide. So now I will discuss what basically big data is. In simple words, the big data means the data sets that are too large or complex for traditional tools like Excel or simple databases to handle. Basically, the big data, as its name suggests, is refers to a very enormous volume of data, which is in, I guess, no, it's not like I guess, it's basically which is in terabytes or petabytes of data. So the traditional tools or methods which we use on the small scale data are not applicable on that amount of data. So for that, the concept came of big data, which is basically extremely large data sets that normal tools can't process. As you see on the my screen, let me take my laser point. Yeah. So basically, the big data is often defined by these five V's, which are also the characteristics of this big data. Let me change the color of my pen. Yes. So first one is volume. Volume is basically the amount of data which is there in your big data. This basically refers to the amount of data. The velocity of data refers to how quick or how fast and in what speed the data is generated. The data is generated by various when big data came, the data is generated by various aspects. Like first is the surveillance camera, which we can see everywhere in the across the city, across the nation. The surveillance cameras create a huge amount of data every day. Second one is the social media. Of course, social media creates a very large amount of data. Third one is or you can say that surveillance camera, social media, as well as the sensors. Yeah, the sensors which we use to detect anything and all. So this all contributes to the big data. So basically, the speed with which this data is generated is known as the velocity of big data. Let's move forward to the third point, which is the variety of data. Variety, as its name suggests, is basically how data is varied in the big data. Like we all know SQL is a structured language, right? Structured language. With structured language, I mean to say is that it can be stored in the form of tables and columns or rows. Sorry, my bad. This is the rows and columns. So basically, you might have seen the MySQL and worked upon it. You have seen that how the data is stored in MySQL. But yeah, in big data, the data is stored in document form and object form. So basically, this is the third point. Variety refers to the variety of data in sense of like that can be a PDF, that can be a JPEG file, that can be a PNG file, and etc. Right? Veracity refers to the ensuring the accuracy and reliability of the data. This is one of the most important topic aspect of big data, that there is a large amount of data in petabytes or terabytes, but the useful data across this petabytes and terabytes of data is the main crux of all the big data analysis which we want to, on which we make the predictions. I can say that while working for 2 years in this domain, if I have this petabytes of data and terabytes of data, uh, mostly I'll get the what I call as valuable data from all of these petabytes and terabytes of data in GBs. There is a huge huge amount of noisy data. Noisy data refers to the data is which not useful to us. So yeah, this is what is known as veracity. Fifth one is value. Value is basically the meaningful insights organization derive from it. Like basically, if I am talking about Facebook data analysis, I made some predictions on how the trends work on Facebook. How if I am a business owner, I can see that how the you know cloth industry, how the fashion industry changes over the years, so that I can make predictions that how much amount of um, product I should make in my company, or I should sell, or I should advertise on that particular page. So yeah, this was something about big data. Let's move to the next topic. Yeah, so basically, now we'll discuss why is big data important, because it allows the organizations to make the data-driven decisions rather than relying on assumptions. In healthcare, it helps in predicting the disease outbreaks. In banking, they help in detecting frauds. In retail, it personalizes the recommendations. And in social media platforms, as you all know, like Facebook, it helps the company understand users, predict trends, and even forecast what kind of content people will engage with most. Without big data analysis, modern digital platforms simply couldn't scale or adapt to users' behavior as fast as they do. Let's switch our focus to what is the data analysis. So, how do companies make sense of big data? Have you ever wondered? That's where the data analytics comes in. Data analysis is the process of examining raw data to uncover the hidden patterns and insights. It can be divided into three major types, as you can see on the screen. The descriptive analytics. This explains what has happened. For example, which posts got the most like last week. The second one is predictive analysis, which you can see on the screen. This forecasts what might happen next, like predicting which users are the most likely to engage with a new feature. The third one is the prescriptive analysis. This suggests what should be done, such as deciding the best time to show a post or an ad. Facebook uses all three: descriptive for reports, predictive for recommendations, and prescriptive for strategy decisions. Yeah. Now coming back to our main topic, that is the Facebook data analysis. So we'll discuss on how Facebook as a big data ecosystem works. When it comes to the big data, Facebook is one of the largest ecosystems on the planet. With over 3 billion users, Facebook generates hundreds of terabytes of data each day from posts, videos, stories, reels, and even clicks that we don't consciously notice. The platform stores not only what we share, but also how we interact. For example, what we pause to watch, or how long we hover over a post. This massive data is what enables Facebook to deliver the relevant content and maintain the engagement at an enormous global scale. Let's have a look over the Facebook's data infrastructure to handle this ocean of data, which I quoted first, that the social media is the ocean of data, which contributes a lot in the big data. So basically, to handle this ocean of data, Facebook uses some of the most advanced big data technologies in the world. For storage, they use tools like the Hadoop for distributed file management, Haystack for efficiently storing photos, and TAO for maintaining the social graph, basically the map, who is connected to whom. For processing, Facebook relies on Spark, Hive, and Presto to analyze data at scale. And for real-time analytics, they use a system called Scuba to monitor live activity. All these tools work together to process billions of data points in real time, ensuring Facebook stays fast, relevant, and responsive. Now, big data is very powerful, we all know that, but the real magic happens when the AI and machine learning enters the picture in this world, which is usually dependent on AI and ML. It is very important and necessary for us to take a glance over what AI and ML makes impact on this Facebook. So basically, Facebook applies machine learning models to rank a news feed, suggest trends, and display the most relevant ads. Deep learning, which is used in image recognition, for example, automatically tagging people in photos. We all have seen that. NLP helps Facebook analyze comments, detect spam, and even identify hate speech or harmful content. You may have seen the option of this is sensitive content, CY, or see at your own risk. Yeah, that is because of this NLP impact on the Facebook. In short, AI is what transforms Facebook from just a data collector into an intelligent recommendation machine. Uh, so this is the chart of Facebook data analysis which I have made. So yeah, and this is self-explanatory as you can see on the poster. So let's now look at some real world applications of this analytics system. First is the personalized news feed. Your feed is customized based on what you engage with most. Targeted advertising, business reach exactly the right audience using the predictive analysis. Community recommendations, Facebook suggests some groups and pages you are likely to join. The third is the market insights. Businesses use the Facebook analytics to study the trends and customer behavior. Then every click, every share, or like contributes to improving the systems, making the Facebook smarter every day. Now let's come over the privacy and ethical issues. Of course, with great data come great responsibility. This was, a quote mentioned in the Spider-Man that with great powers comes the great responsibility. Now we all know that the data is directly equivalent to the power which we have in our hands. So Facebook have faced controversies. The most famous being the Cambridge Analytica scandal where user data was misused for political targeting. To prevent such issues, Facebook now adheres to global privacy regulations like the GDPR in Europe, CGPA in California. But it's still a challenge. Balancing personalization and privacy is not easy. This is why the ethical data usage and user transparency have become central to discussion around big data. The future of big data analytics is basically looking forward. Facebook or now Meta is investing heavily in AI powered personalization, real time analytics, and the metaverse. In the future, the focus, I guess, will be on the analyzing data, not just on servers but on devices themselves, a concept called the edge computing. Imagine analytics happening directly on your phone or AR, providing real time insights without sending every detail to the cloud. This future of distributed intelligence is where Facebook's data analysis is headed. Let's come to the conclusion. To conclude my speech, big data is the backbone of Facebook success. Every product, every feature, and every ad you see on the is powered by analytics. Facebook has mastered the art of using the data to understand people, and while challenges around privacy remains, it continues to evolve responsibility. As a takeaway, remember this line: without analytics, Facebook would just be another website, not a global intelligence engine. Thank you for listening. I would be happy if you comment down any questions or do like my video and share and subscribe. Thank you.